Now, we haven't seen any big earthquakes in recent days, but western Montana has experienced impactful earthquakes in the past. With the help of 3D technology, I discuss these events and explain what has been done to prepare the region for the next large earthquake. Western Montana is a seismically active region, so earthquakes are an everyday occurrence across the state. The good news, most of them are small, not even large enough for us to detect the shaking. A few of them are stronger, however. As Mike Stickney explains, these faults can support earthquakes exceeding a magnitude of 5.0 or stronger.
We've had very significant earthquakes north of Three Forks in the Clarkston Valley in 1925. Clarkston earthquake was estimated to be a magnitude 6.5. And the Helena earthquakes, there was actually a pair of large earthquakes that occurred 2 weeks apart, a 6.3 and a 6.0.
These earthquakes pale in comparison to an event that occurred on August 17, 1959, near Hebgen Lake. The Hebgen Lake earthquake measured in at a 7.3 magnitude, the largest in Montana's recorded history. It's also one of the largest in United States history. Lasting less than a minute, the earthquake resulted in strong shaking, which damaged buildings in Ennis and West Yellowstone and was felt across the entire Pacific Northwest.
It triggered a massive landslide in Madison Canyon that cascaded down from the south wall of the canyon across the valley, 400 feet up the other side of the canyon wall, and this huge massive rock dammed off the Madison River to form a brand new lake known as Earthquake Lake. And tragically, the edge of that slide covered part of the Rock Creek campground, where 26 people at that campground lost their lives. It turned out to be the largest seismically triggered landslide in North America during historic times.
Following the quake, thermal features within Yellowstone National Park were impacted. For example, Old Faithful Geyser saw its period between eruptions increase from 65 minutes to 74 minutes. We have had major earthquakes in the state, and for a time, a magnitude 6.0 or stronger event was occurring about once per decade. As Mike and I discussed, it has been 66 years since the state recorded an earthquake of this strength. This may result in a false sense of security, as it is not a matter of if the region will experience a large earthquake again, it is a matter of when. So we've talked a lot about earthquakes and the impacts of them across the area. Do you think western Montana is prepared for another large quake similar to what happened at Hebgen Lake?
We'll certainly have some issues here in western Montana. It's important to note that buildings built since the 1970s comply to the National Building Code to withstand seismic shaking. But, of course, we have many buildings in Montana cities that were built before that time. Really, the earthquake hazard is lower in most people's minds than, say, the forest fires we have every summer or the floods that come along. And so, while we do have a very significant earthquake hazard here, it's been lurking in the background.
Those faults will move from time to time. The biggest thing we can do is prepare our homes, schools, and workplaces for an earthquake. If you are inside a building when an earthquake occurs, drop to the ground, take cover under a sturdy table or desk, and hold on until the shaking stops. Protect your head and neck from falling materials. If you are outside, move to an open area away from buildings, power lines, and trees. One day, the Earth will give us an earth-shaking surprise, but we can be prepared and know how to keep ourselves safe when that occurs. To learn more about earthquakes and the science behind them, view my prior reports on NBC Montana's YouTube channel. Reporting from Earthquake Lake, Mitchel Coombs, NBC Montana.